Hi, Sandy Chris. Hello, DJ King. Hello, hello. Hello. Make sure you hit the thumbs up for me. Hello, everyone. Hello. I think today is Tuesday because yesterday was Labor Day. That would be right. All right. I'm just going to give the room a little bit of time to build so that I can cover some travel details. Hello, Beverly. Hi, Kim. Hello, Edwin. Thanks for supporting the chat. Hello, Mrs. Q. All right, let's see if we're going to get a few more people in. All right. I appreciate that, Edwin. So, what I'd like to do, hi, Layla J, is announce, hi, Baghound, is announce the details for our trip, our cruise to Cuba next year. But let me start with this. Pauline has worked with one cruise line. I've worked with another. Details, trying to get the right length of time, the right port of call, the price of it right. And this is where we've landed, which is going to impact those of you that have registered for Vegas for Memorial Day weekend next year. You will be getting a cancellation for the meet and greet in Vegas for Memorial Day weekend next year. And I will explain to you why. We are moving the cruise from October next year to July of next year. We're doing that because October is the middle of hurricane season. Not ideal when you're thinking about putting together travel plans on the water, particularly in that particular part of the Caribbean where the weather is pretty unpredictable that time of year. So for safety reasons and to make sure that our plans are not canceled due to weather, that we're not routed to different ports of call, we are canceling meet and greet in Vegas in May. We're going to hit Cuba in July and go to Vegas in October. You're right, Florentine Quack. It stretches, for several months, but feel better about the July timeframe than the October season from a storm standpoint. So here are the details. And again, this may not be for everyone, and that's okay. If there's something that works better for you, then leave a comment or drop it in the information or in the chat, and we, will consider potentially some other events at future dates. But for now, the cruise line is Norwegian and the ship is the Sky. The dates of the cruise next year, so they will be July 1st through the 5th. So that will give, it's still going to be, hi, Sandra. It's still going to be over a holiday weekend. So that's one less vacation day you have to burn, the same way it would have been if we had done something in May for Memorial Day. But there's no holiday that most of us get from work in October. So you would be taking a full block of vacation time. So 2 ports of call leaving out of Miami on July the 1st at 5 p.m. Hi, D. Blair. So we would depart Miami at 5 p.m. You would need to be on board 2 hours in advance. So that means either coming in the night before, which I highly recommend, or arriving in time so that you're on board no later than 3 p.m. So we would depart Miami at 5 p.m. and arrive in Cuba on July the 2nd at 8 a.m. We would be overnight in Cuba. So you really have an opportunity to explore the culture, the nightlife, the food, the music, the shore excursions, the beach life, the shopping, the cigars, the brandy, whatever your thing is. You would have from 8 a.m. July 2nd until 6 a.m. on July 3rd to enjoy that main port of call. And then we would leave at 6 a.m. from Cuba and travel to Great Stirrup Cay, Bahamas, which is, of course, the cruise line's private island. And that's where we would spend the July 4th holiday. We would be in port from 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. and then leave on the 4th of July at 5 p.m. For our travel back to Miami. And we would arrive in Miami on July the 5th at 7 a.m. So, cost for a basic, no frills, no extras cabin, you're looking at $549 per person, and that's a 2-person cabin. That's the bare bones. So that's the starting price. If you are looking to do something more, if you need more people, if you want a port, a suite, a balcony, you have that option available. The price, of course, is going to be more. For those of you that have cruised, you know that there are 2 kinds of cruisers. They are the people that come on the cruise to be booed up in their room, right? They want to sit and enjoy coffee on their balcony with their significant others. So they may want different accommodations. And then there's the group that's like me, that's trying to get in everything I can during that time period. And I literally need a place to take a nap. I didn't say sleep. Take a nap, change clothes, shower, and use the restroom. That's all I will need a room for. But if you need more than that, if you would like even nicer accommodations, then feel free to spend the money. They have tons of cabins available right now. So you can pick whatever kind of room you want and really have a choice of the deck level that you are most interested in. Cuba, you will need a passport. Your passport cannot expire within 6 months of our travel and return. So departure and return. So if your passport is due to expire in January of next year, you will not be able to use that passport because it's within the 6-month window that we're going to travel. You will also need a visa, a Cuban visa. For me, I did not want the hassle of having to secure a Cuban visa. So I'm paying Norwegian the $75 to get my documents. They will be spelled correctly, processed on time, waiting and ready so that I don't have any problem getting into or out of Cuba, into or out of the US. You will need a visa for Cuba, a passport for the US. 2 travel documents. I'm paying the extra $75 to not have to figure that process out. Norwegian is taking care of that for me. If you would like to save the $75 from your payment and do that on your own, and I have no clue how much it will cost, you can do that. You also have your port taxes, and then you have your choice of paying your tips and gratuities inclusive of your fare, or you can settle that up at the end of the cruise. I am prepaying my tips and gratuities, and then depending on how accommodating my cabin team is, will determine what amount of cash I leave separate and above for them. That's my choice. You don't have to do additional tips and gratuities. If you prepay, it's done for you. But the team really works hard on these cruise lines to be accommodating because their home situations are different. They're sending money different places. If you've ever cruised, you've probably heard some of those stories. You have that choice. Prepay. I'm prepaying. Our cruise will include open bar. Those of you that have cruised know that your liquor tab at the end of a cruise, when all you have to do is show your wristband or swipe your room key or whatever your deal is, whatever package you've done, it can add up if you consume alcohol, you're not keeping track of it, and you don't have a package. So your bar tab is included. Your meals are included. I did not negotiate for the white linen table, meal plan. It was going to cost additional. This is going to be fun, laid back. Norwegian is a freestyle cruise line, so you want to be able to kind of come and go as you want. There will be 2 dinners that we plan at the beginning for our meet and greet and our final night to say our goodbyes, so that we will dine together on those 2 nights. The other night, you are on your own. If you want to get together, we can, but the first night will be our meet and greet time, so we will all have a set dinner time on the first night. And on the last night, once we depart from the Bahamas and are making our way back to Miami. All right. So total for me is $872.54 per person, and I did a 2-person cabin. So it's going to be $872.54. Norwegian is running a discount right now on deposits. If you make your deposit for this trip by September the 11th, you are only required $25 to secure your cabin, regardless of what size or what stateroom you select. If you, in the next 7 days, will call our reservation specialist and go ahead and secure your room, your deposit is only $25. After September 11th, your deposit will be $100. $25 deposit, whatever you include or don't include, $25 deposit by 9/11, $100 after that. Okay? Now, I'm not putting us on a scheduled payment plan, because I have done that with cruises, and I will tell you that is or with trips in general, and that is the bane of my existence, is trying to get people with different financial situations to have money on a specific day to pay. It ends in disaster. So here's what we are going to do. $25 deposit why do I keep saying November? By September 11th, like 7 days from today. $100 deposit after that. All money is due 90 days before we leave. So you have until April the 2nd of 2019 to have your accommodations at a 0 balance. That means if every pay date or once a month you want to pay on your cruise balance, you have the flexibility to do that however your budget and your household decides to handle that. But if your balance is not paid by midnight on April the 2nd, you won't go. I don't know any other way to be flexible, because trying to have everyone paid, by the 15th of the month, when some people get paid on the 1st and the 15th, or the 15th and the 30th, or bi-weekly or week, is just too much to keep up with. So our reservation specialist, Rebecca, is going to take care of all of that. And you can either make your payments whenever you like after you secure your deposit. You can call Rebecca and say, Rebecca, my reservation number is X, and I would like to make a payment of X towards my balance. You can do that every day. You can do that once a month. You can do it all at one time, anytime between now and April the 2nd. But your account balance needs to be 0 at midnight on April the 2nd, 2019 for Cuba, 2 ports of call. All right. So I'm going to post the information as soon as this live stream is over down in the bottom. But Rebecca will be back in tomorrow morning. So you have tonight or until whenever to book or secure your cabin. If you call and get her voicemail, because she was scheduled to leave around 7:15 today, then leave her a message with your contact information, our group number, and she will call you back to handle your information. And she's going to give you that individual attention to help you decide which estate room on the vessel is going to be best for you. We will also have, and it's not set up yet, but over the next couple of days, I will provide to you, or Rebecca may provide it to you once you've actually confirmed with your deposit. We'll set up an online portal for you so that you can either call Rebecca and make your payment, or look at the itinerary, or check on Cuba, activities, excursions, etc. Or you can go directly to the Norwegian Cruise Line portal that has been set up for our event, and with your reservation number, do those same things through a self-service portal. So July 1st through the 5th, 2019, cruise, 2 ports of call, starting in Cuba departing Miami on July 1st at 5 p.m., arriving in Cuba on July 2nd at 8 a.m., departing Cuba on July 3rd at 6 a.m. local time, then arriving in Great Stirrup Cay, Bahamas, which is where we will celebrate the 4th of July, leaving from the Bahamas at 5 p.m. local time, and cruising back to Miami, where we will arrive on the morning of July 5th at 7 a.m. 549, 2 people, bare bones estate room. Price goes up from there depending on how you want to travel and what you need from an accommodation standpoint. Again, I'm bare bones. You will need a passport, a U.S. passport. It cannot expire within 6 months of travel. You will also need a Cuban visa. Both travel documents required. One required to leave the U.S. and get back in. The other required for you to get into Cuba and to get back out. 2 travel documents. $25 deposit for whatever accommodations you decide to choose, as long as your deposit is paid by September the 11th. That is 7 days from today. After that, $100 deposit for your accommodations. The entire balance needs to be paid by April the 2nd, 2019, midnight. All right. Our group number is 810778. I'm going to put it in the chat. If I can get my cursor to work, just so that you have it. 810778 is our group number. All right. Rebecca is our reservation specialist, our group salesperson. Rebecca is at area code 954-514-4441. That is her direct dial. 954-514-4441. Cuba, 2019. Meet and greet for Vegas in May is being canceled so that we don't have an event in May and in July. So Vegas is canceled in May. Vegas will be rescheduled in October so that we don't have to worry about hurricanes in Vegas. It'll be a smidgen, just a teeny tiny bit cooler, and that can be a short weekend trip with those details to come. If you are already registered for Vegas in May, we will automatically honor your spot for October in the event that you're interested in going. If not, go in and go ahead and cancel your reservation for May so that I don't hold a spot for you in October. All right. That's all I have. $549 base rate cabin, $75 for your visa fee if you allow the cruise line to do it. You have port taxes, tips, and gratuities. The open bar is included. You will also have a choice of some online or on-board accommodations like free Wi-Fi or a credit on the ship to do other things. So 5 o'clock getting on, it's going to take a little while for them to get your luggage to your room. That's going to be ideal for grabbing your favorite drink, cocktail, whatever, spending time exploring the ship, getting ready for the first night's dinner, checking out the pool and all that this particular ship has to offer. Tons of nightly entertainment. It is enough to keep you busy. I won't need much by way of accommodations. And that's how I booked. The next morning at 8 a.m., they open the door of the ship and you can get off at 8 a.m. in Cuba. We will have all day and all night in Cuba locally to immerse ourselves in the culture, the cars, the fare, the cigars, the brandy, the nightlife. We will have all night, but we will have to be back on board because they will leave at 6 a.m. Spend the 4th of July in the Bahamas, and then departing from Bahamas back to Miami, where we will have our final night and dinner together as a tribe. So put a reminder on your phone, in your phone, to call Rebecca if you are interested in securing your spot for the 2019 cruise. All right, I'm going to check the chat and see if there's anything. Have fun in Paris. I saw that one. I saw one with Travel Divas, but wasn't able to make that one happen. So enjoy. Again, hello, Sandy Chris, DJ King, Beverly Johnson. Hi, Kim, Mrs. Q. Edwin, I appreciate you stopping by. Layla J, I appreciate you checking in on the chat. Hello, Baghound. Latina abroad, welcome. We're going to love Cuba and explore it together as well. Heartstring, welcome. Let's see, who else do we have? Florentine Quack, welcome. Sandra Youngblood, hello. Dee Blair, hello, hello. Nathan Likes Drums, thanks for stopping by, welcome. Is it Lissel Harrington? Welcome. Hi, Mim. Welcome. Who else do we have? DJ King, Alexis J. Hello. Alexis, are you going to try to make it to Cuba? MIM, hello. K. Carium, hello, hello. Anj. Madam Morgan, thanks for joining. The White Tupac, hey, it was good hanging out last night. Caught you in a couple of streams. Thanks for stopping by to show your support. Hello, Purple or Blue TV. Thanks for joining. Hello, Carol Frederick. Welcome. Debbie Van Horn. Welcome. Thanks, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Backhand, we're going to miss you in Cuba, but maybe with us changing Vegas to October, maybe you'll have an opportunity to plan for Vegas next year. All right. Thanks, DJ. Have a good night. If there are no questions, Rebecca's information is in the chat. If you have questions, you can email me at dooneyaddict615@hotmail.com. Rebecca's information is in the chat along with our group number, which has all of our details together. I'll be able to keep track of registrations and the number of people so that I can get the communication of our meal times and stuff like that set up. But those are the details for now for the cruise. I have already secured my deposit. Kim has already taken care of her accommodations tonight. So we're going. Even if we end up not having a huge group to go, we are committed to being in Cuba the first week of July 2019 and celebrating the 4th of July in the Bahamas. So we would absolutely love for you to come spend some time with us. And that's one less vacation day that we all have to burn because most, if not all of us, will have at least the 4th of July off. Couple of shout outs. Make sure that you check out Kimberly Mine's channel, Sonja Covington, Pauline Newman streams live on Saturday mornings at 11. Make sure you check her out. My Pursuit of Happiness says what? Make sure you check her out. Sonja actually did a live stream yesterday from the Aurora outlet. And if you have not checked your email, the Labor Day 20% off sale was extended through today. So if there was something that you were on the fence on, you still have time to place that order tonight and take advantage of the 20%. Mrs. Q streams live on Friday. So she'll have bunches of goodness and sales and savings for us going into the weekend. And Mrs. Q is 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central. Did I get it right, Mrs. Q? I think you changed it last week. Did I get it right? Is it 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central for Friday night? Are you still there, Mrs. Q? Kim, thanks for reposting the group number and Rebecca's information. And then I will be back on Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with another live stream. If you are in here. You're here because of Dooney and Bourke. Here are a few more channels I'd love for you to check out. Again, Pauline Newman, Kim Mines, Sonja Covington, Says What? My Pursuit of Happiness, The Military Mom, The Handbagger, Mrs. Q, D. Blair, M Squared, Baghound, Classic MG, Melissa Purses, Florentine Quack, Patty Loves Handbags, Sandy Chris, Sharon Newman, Noble Strength, Fab to Fab, Just Cynthia 3, The Closet Dive, Closet Hunter, Shy Loves Bags, Dooney Days, Nessa's Garden of Treasures, Honey is Natural, Julianne, Just Call Me Cole, and Go-Go Girl Mandy, JT Wisdom, Purse Demented, Carolyn Lifford Sullivan, Lisa J's Whirl, Purse Queen 76, Africa Harrigan, That Crazy Handbag Lady, and Ange Loves Dooney. So if you have a channel and I didn't shout you out, I apologize. Drop your channel information down below. The tribe is all about supporting each other. Check out all of the videos and footage that was uploaded over the weekend. It was a women supporting women weekend. Before you head out, make sure you hit the thumbs up. Even if you're not planning to go to Cuba, you spent a few minutes watching the live, give me a thumbs up. Until next time, or until Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 Central, I'll see you in the live stream with Mrs. Q so that we can find out what's on sale and where we can save money on Dooney and all other things retail therapy related on Friday night. Saturday morning at 11 a.m., join my girl Pauline Newman for a live stream. And then I will close us out on the weekend on Sunday at 6 p.m. as you wind down to get ready for another work week. So thank you so very much for watching. Until next time, call Rebecca and book your room. See ya in a few days. Bye, everyone.